So it has been a hectic one. I think I've been avoiding, talking about it because it is an emotional one for me. I just cried earlier because I was like, no, it's not a nice feeling because I think
You can take a moment.
I need to get used to speaking about it.
You can take a moment.
Yeah, so it's just not a nice feeling at all. And I think I've been avoiding it a lot. And only now it's like starting to cloud me and it's affecting me. So it's something that I will work on as well and see a therapist because I feel like I have been suppressing my emotions and everything because what has happened, it wasn't like a minor thing. It was actually really major. And
That means you're not doing okay.
yes, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
So I watched this clip and I thought it was pretty interesting because she finally addresses what happened in South Africa when she had to abandon her pursuit of Miss South Africa 2024 when she had made it down from top 30 to top 10. Okay, so let's get into it. What stood out to me? So what stood out to me is, listen, she's very, very good at answering questions. So the presenter is asking her, so let's talk about what happened in South Africa. So you can tell she's had this answer for a while and she's able to answer it, but then the reality, the emotions kick in and take over. So then she turns to the side. And that's where for me I pause to say, are those real tears? And then she turns to the side, has a moment, and then turns back, and now the tears are full on. So, was that strategic, okay, to draw sympathy towards her situation? Because listen, this is a catch 50-50. Some people are for Chi Chi, okay, feeling that what happened to her should never have happened, and some people are against what happened to her, strongly against what happened to her. So, for example, she received a lot of backlash for being a Nigerian trying to win the Miss South Africa title. Some people felt she didn't deserve it, and then only lo and behold, Department of Home Affairs discovers that there's some identity theft involved with her identity. So she uncovers this huge thing about herself. I believe, in my opinion, I don't think that she knew. I don't think that her mother or her parents clued her in to what exactly happened with her identity 3 years ago, 23 years ago, that is. So now, in an interview, or now she's on this platform trying to get Miss South Africa, and her name is Chichi Adetshina. South Africans are like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Not today, okay? And not today. It's either your name is Mbali, okay, and you better be from Soshanguve, or any names that are accustomed to being from South Africa. But Chichi, Adetshina, Chidimma is definitely not one of those names. So that was the main reason for the big uproar, just in case you missed out on it. But then now let's humanize what actually happened to this young lady, Chichi. And now she's being asked about it, and apparently it seems like this is the first time she speaks about it. So this is what she responds when she's asked about the legal elements of what's going on.
All came to a climax with the Home Affairs Office releasing that preliminary investigation report that said that they found there is an allegation about your mom having committed fraud in the registration of your birth. How do you respond to that? You've never responded. You've never.
Yes, obviously I cannot respond to it because it is a legal matter. So I have to first gather all the facts around it before I can make any comments around it.
And has this changed anything for you? Everything you had to go through, how you see yourself, how you identify yourself. Has this changed anything for you?
So she sees herself as proudly South African, and if no fault of her own, I could understand that sentiment because that's all she knows. That's all she knows. She's only in Nigeria at the special invitation of the Miss Universe Nigeria organizers, okay? She's never been there except one other time when she was very, very young, okay? This is the second time in Nigeria, specifically for the competition and to represent whatever state it was that they just happened to pick out of a hat and assign to her. Then she goes on to win, okay? Win, and now she is the representation of Miss Universe South Africa. Is she going to Mexico? Absolutely yes. Is that going to be a great opportunity for her? Absolutely yes. What is the benefit for the organizers should she win? Is she a contender? Absolutely yes. Take a look at her. She's a gorgeous, gorgeous girl. She's super tall. Will she meet the competition in Mexico City? Yes, I believe so. But is this fair to the Nigerians? The Nigerians have decided that they're okay with that. They're okay with a South African born Nigerian coming into Nigeria for the first time ever in over 20 years and taking a title. That's a Nigeria problem. I'm not going to jump into that. But South Africa said no, not today. Okay? So how does she move past her legal battle with South Africa? She says she's not going to comment on that because it is obviously still in the legal matter. She's still going to look at all the details involved. So obviously she uprooted and left in the middle of this whole immigration thing, but does that mean that is the end of South Africa for her? That's entirely up to her and, of course, the Department of Home Affairs South Africa. But now, what is there for her to return to? She's got what she wanted, the title, the fame over there in the Nigeria. And of course, she has some, not endorsements, she has some obligations with that title that she will have to meet. So I don't see her returning to South Africa anytime soon, especially before Mexico City. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I want to hear from you. Let me know if you think the tears were genuine. Is that a genuine reaction from her? Or that is a cry out for sympathy, as in, give me a break, guys. I've been through a lot. Finally, I am here. Let me have my moment. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back definitely with more updates.
I don't think this changes anything for me. I still see myself proudly South African. I still see myself proudly Nigerian. I think these are just the little barriers, that sort of divides us as well, which I feel like it shouldn't be the case at all, because it is necessary to be there and it shouldn't be a barrier, but it's just us needing to know when and how we need to, start accepting these differences and not actually making them a barrier to separate us. I don't think it was easy. The girls here were very competitive. Like, they really showcase themselves really well. And I think there was not much of a difference. I do get the point. I do get where people are coming from. But at the end of the day, I also had my own journey. I had my fair share of actually going through the process. It might have been a slight difference, obviously, but then I feel like I also did, go through a journey that they went through as well.
Is this your first time in Nigeria?
Second time.
Second time? So
yes. It's been amazing so far. I've actually really enjoyed my stay. I'm staying here longer, so I'm going to explore more and get to know more of Nigeria as well. And I'm really looking forward to that journey as well, because that on its own is already a whole different experience, because I experienced Nigeria at a very young age, so I can't really remember, everything. So I feel like now I'll gather a lot and learn from it as well.